Good morning, good afternoon. I'm over here at Northpark Mall. I'm gonna be doing a driving tour today since you guys just love when I drive on the tollway, drive around. You guys do appreciate the neighborhood tours, but I get a lot of people saying how much they like just seeing the roads and all that type of stuff. So why not show you a little bit of a drive from the Northpark Mall over in Dallas, kind of by Preston Hollow, right off 75, and then headed towards the Stonebriar Mall up in Frisco. So maybe, maybe you do your shopping, maybe you're trying to spend some coin, maybe you do all your bougie shopping, you go to your Louis Vuitton, you go to your Gucci, you go to all that stuff here at this mall, just because around here is kind of the higher end living, so they're gonna have all those stores within this mall, just because there's Highland Park, Park Cities around here. And then maybe you head up to the Stonebriar Mall because you want to spend a little bit less, go a little bit cheaper, save a little bit of money. So that's an option. Or you do it the other way, where you go save a little bit of money in the morning and then you go to Northpark in the afternoon and spend more money. A lot of shops within here. I mean, they got a Hublot store in here, which is just like, who's buying Hublots at a mall? I mean, apparently someone is, so. But yeah, I'll go around the perimeter of this. They got also restaurants within here. Maybe if you guys like this video enough, I'll do an actual tour of inside Northpark Mall. But right now, I'm just gonna show you around the area. There's other shopping area around here as well. They have like little shopping malls. So if you don't wanna go into the mall and deal with that, there's other little areas as well. There's like a Whole Foods and other grocery stores. Got that Northpark security going on. Gotta be careful of him. He looks dangerous. All right, so we'll keep it going. And then on the left side here, where this kind of gated area is 75. If we got onto this, that would take us right into, actually I'm gonna go up. Well, that car doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah, just stop. Just stop. People, come on people. We're driving here. There's people, there's other people. But yeah, back there was 75 right to left. So if you just take that in, that'll take you into downtown Dallas, Deep Elm area. And then if you were to go north, it would take you up towards, all the way up to Anna. So that's an option for you. If you're someone that's living in the Allen area or anything along that, Fairview, you're gonna be able to access 75, which has the HOV. Kind of talked about this in my last video where I was touring that McKinney neighborhood, but you'll be able to access that 75 pretty easy, get onto the road and then get down to here or Dallas or anything like that. It's probably about a 30-minute drive up to the Melissa Anna area from here on like a good day. Here's Maggiano's restaurant. This is a pretty well-known Maggiano's down here. A lot of people come down here to these restaurants that are within this mall. They also have like a Breadwinners, which is like a brunch place. And then they also have like, I think it's called Italy. It's like eat. It's like Italy, but it's eat. Italy. Something like that. That's also within here. So they have a whole bunch of shops. They got a Nike store. So here's their side where they have everything. They got the Balenciaga, Dolce & Gabbana, David Yurman, whole bunch of stuff. All right, now we're going out on the exit. We are headed down towards Stonebriar Mall now. This should take us about 15 to 20 minutes. Not too bad. Maybe in the 370 Z13. But yeah, I'll show you the driving. If I went left here, get onto 75, then maybe take 635. I don't personally want to drive on 635. You guys can do that. You guys can go check out 635 yourself. Maybe one day I'll get on it and do like a little explanation of what 635 looks like. Just right now, there's a whole bunch of construction and crazy stuff. And I'd rather not be dealing with talking and explaining things and also driving on 635 because people are crazy. The tollway is enough for me. I mean, 380 is enough for me. I mean, that road, people treat that like a highway. Let's jump out here. So on this left side is Lincoln Park. That's more of their shopping area that they have. More of those shopping malls. They got some bakes around here. We'll be coming up on some neighborhoods. So on the left side, these neighborhoods are like Highland Park, Park Cities area. The homes in here, they go to Highland Park. There's also Preston Hollow on this side. Some of these places are going to be, some of these areas around here are going to be towards Zone 4 Dallas ISD. And just depending on the school that you're district for, a lot of people do like private schooling or other areas or things within here. So you'll find down in Dallas, when you go further down into like the Park Cities and those areas, there's more in the Plano, there's more private schools. There's still like private schools up in the Frisco area that they brought in over the past couple years, but there's a ton of private schools more down here, like Jesuit and Prince of Peace, other big schools. Yeah, and they have like 2 huge churches right here. So there's Northway Christian Church, and then straight down here they have like the First Baptist Park Cities Church, which is huge. On this left side, if we went in here, the homes within here are going to be well over $2 to $3 million. Some homes built in like 1940s, 1950s. They also have Preston Hollow, which is going to be up on this right side. Preston Hollow has a bunch of different ranges in it. They have some old houses, they have some new things in there. Within this area, it is a high cost of living, whether you're going to be in like a townhouse, apartment, anything like that. SMU is also down the street as well, so you could hop on 75, get down to Mockingbird, and then on Mockingbird you could travel to SMU, West Elm, any of those entertainment areas as well. So you could go north and go to some things, or you can go south and go downtown to Dallas. Really close from here. And the Northpark is a good place to go if you want to like go to the mall and then go out to other areas. So if you want to go, like maybe you want to go out to the mall and then you want to go down to the arts district, or do something like that. When you go to the malls up in Frisco and those areas, you're not really by downtown Dallas, so it's kind of more of a pain to drive down here and then go out to like a downtown Dallas or something. It is fun to like just come out to Northpark, hang out for a bit, and then go down to Dallas, do some shopping, and have like a good day of doing stuff. Guys, you see this Mercedes here to my left? This is literally the Mercedes I have in my head when I'm like, dang, one day when I'm doing neighborhood tours and driving a whole bunch of families around, want to have a big size car. This Mercedes to the left of me is the car I think about when I sleep at night. Also a GTR, but that's nor here nor there. See, this one's got a nice satin white look. But he's driving slow. See, nice little blackout package, tint out the taillights. Satin white. That person understands what the deal is. Let's just say that. Can appreciate a nice color on a car. I used to own a wrap shop, guys. I used to do that. That's why my car is wrapped satin black right now from way back in the day. I still have it. It used to be all kinds of crazy. I used to have my car all kinds of crazy colors back when I was like promoting and marketing for it. But now since I'm not doing any of that, I just have left it black ever since, like a nice satin black. That way it's just ready to be sold, because nobody's gonna want to buy a rainbow car, you know, when it's color changing. All right, so more shops along here. Highland Park Village is also close as well. That's that other shopping that's by Highland Park off Mockingbird Station. They have some older stuff within here. A lot of banks and just easy stuff to get to, like FedEx, UPS. And then they have some businesses right up along here. And this is the area where we're getting to, where it's the tollway entrance. They also have a fire station on this left side. But not too bad at traffic right now. It's like noon. This is the time I wanted to travel at to show you guys kind of what this looks like on a Tuesday. Gonna be a lot busier during a weekend. I can't really make this type of video during a weekend without it being like 40 minutes long, so. And I decided to go from south, I decided to go from like, last time I was going north to south down to Dallas, where I started up in the Salina Frisco area on the tollway. Now I'm going the other direction to kind of show you what the other side of the tollway looks like, headed up towards Frisco. So we just gotta time this right, because the entrance ramp is pretty quick here. And that's what you'll see on the tollway. When you're more in the Dallas area on the road that's black, because this will change from like a black to a gray cement. When you're on the black areas like this, it's smooth, it's fine. But the entrance ramps are like super tight and super close, so just be paying attention, and don't be like too close tailgating people when you're entering onto the ramps around here in like the Dallas area, because it is just super quick getting on, and you run out of room because they have these big curbs to the side, which is just like so annoying to me, because it makes people not go up there. Like there's been plenty of people, like this was just a flat shoulder, but they have like a little curb on it. If it was just a flat shoulder, then people could easily, like, you know, easily break down and then be okay. But some people don't get over because their car isn't able to get over. They don't want to damage their car, so they'd rather just leave it out on the street here, just blinking lights, waiting to be hit. So I've seen that happen before. I've also seen people head down the wrong direction. Sometimes on the news, You'll hear about people heading the wrong direction on the tollway. A lot of times that's happening around this area, more like right in this area with these roads, with like this type, because it's like 3 lanes, it's super tight. The entryways are kind of confusing for some people because they're kind of, some of them are in the neighborhoods. I don't know the best way to explain that, but if you live around here, you kind of understand. Or if you come check it out, you can kind of understand and get a feel for it. But I know some of you guys aren't going to be the ones to want to hop on the tollway and take other roads, or you have no reason to really get on the tollway. All right, we're coming up on Forest Lane, going into the Addison area, coming up on another mall, Galleria. That's another huge mall. It's got 4 stories. It also has an ice skating rink. It's got like one of the only ice skating rinks in a mall now. Stonebriar used to have one. It like completely melted down. That's where I first skated ever in my life, if you can believe it. Stonebriar Mall used to have a huge ice rink in it, and they could never just keep it frozen. They eventually took it out and they put an H&M on the top 2nd floor, and then they put a like a Forever 21 or something on the bottom. So just know that if you go to the Forever 21 store at Stonebriar Mall, that used to be an ice hockey rink where I used to skate on, where I learned how to play. And if you guys are interested in this area, or if you're messaging me, please send me like your name and then your emails. That way I have everything just kind of saved and documented. That way no one's kind of falling through the cracks. And I can keep everything and save you guys as a contact. Because you guys will text me, but you guys won't say who you are. You just be like, hey Daniel, what's up? I'm looking for this. And you'll give me a list of all this stuff. And I'm like, awesome, what's the name? What's your contact? Let me get you down. So just send me a message if you're trying to get any more information. Just add in like what's the best way to contact you too, with whether it be email, also just another form of contact, because I'll probably be wanting to send you like a list of homes, and you'll probably be wanting to see that as well. All right, so this exit here is the Galleria exit. So that's what I was talking about, another mall. And then we're coming up on 635. So I could have taken 75 if I went left at that first light when we got out of the Northpark. If I would have taken a left, I would have gone to 75, then taken another left to then head back this direction to get on 635. And then here to the right where you see these cars entering, this is where the 635 entrance is. So all these people coming in right now, like this Lexus just got off 635. And then now we're into the Addison area. So the Addison airport's close to here. And this is a sketchy area. I think I've talked about this in my last when I was doing my the last Dallas North Tollway tour kind of thing. I was talking about how these areas are kind of like not zigzaggy, but they're curved. So really pay attention. Most of these have like a 65 mile per hour speed limit. No one's going 65 miles per hour. Everyone's speeding. So just you know, if you're a heavier car, just keep that in mind if you're a truck. Just be more cautious, man. But yeah, they put a whole bunch of different apartments up along here. This might be a good place to rent along the Dallas North Tollway in this Addison area if you're someone that's trying to look at a bunch of different cities. Like let's say you're coming in to want to go check out Melissa, Argyle, all these different places. You kind of want to still be central and off something quick where you can travel to all these places. So something like Addison would be good for like a short-term, the Addison area would be good for a short-term rental if you're just trying to get around and see places. Because the last thing you want to do is like be on the far east of Dallas and like wanting to go look at the west side or the north side. So something in the central area would be good, because you know, you might come out here and not realize that, you know, you were looking at Argyle, but you want to be in Murphy all of a sudden because you went over to Argyle and you're like, that is not the place. Or Denton or any of those areas. This right here is the exit for the In-N-Out. So if you like In-N-Out Burger, if you're someone coming from California, they got In-N-Outs all along the tollways around here. Not really in the Prosper area, I would say. In-N-Out hasn't really made its mark out that way, but it's getting close. So they might not go any more north because they have like a thing with the whole Tornado Alley. They don't really build restaurants where all the tornadoes go. And then we just passed. Shoot, I was gonna point it out. We just passed through where the tornado was. So if you noticed, maybe about 3 minutes ago when we were passing through, There might have been some trees in some areas kind of knocked down, and you saw like the roofs of houses a little bit more. That area is where the tornado actually kind of knocked through and wiped out those houses completely. I would say probably 5 months ago, 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. Those houses got completely finished from like 2019 when that tornado came through. And here's the old Mary Kay building up on the left side. I mean, I say old, it's still being used, but it's just been there forever. And then on this right side is still more Preston Hollow throughout here. Preston Hollow is a really big neighborhood. I will do a tour on that soon. It's just a really big price range. And I know most of my buyers aren't really in that price range because I'm doing mostly tours around $400,000, $600,000 homes, $700,000 homes. And then from this point to the George Bush Tollway is where I see the most accidents, bar none. Motorcycle accidents, anything. And it's because of this curvy area here. It makes like an S. People don't pay attention. So when you're coming through the Trinity Mills Road exit, right outside of Addison, right before you get to the George Bush Tollway in Plano, be paying attention. As you can see, the walls here are completely jacked up. People are hitting the walls all the time because they're wanting to drive 85, 90 miles an hour through here because it's Fast and Furious, Texas. Just be careful. And then on this entrance where George Bush is, be careful because people are coming in, and like I said, when around here, these entrance ramps are really tight, really close. So if you're on your phone, if you're looking at something or not paying attention, people will pop out, and all of a sudden they have nowhere to go, and then you're kind of squeezed. And they do a good job showing like what exits are the exit only and stuff like that. But like right here, see how quick that was? That Mercedes just like jumped on super quick. So just be careful if you're someone that's wanting to get over to George Bush and doing that exit. Now this George Bush exit would take me out to like Murphy, Texas, all the way out to there. 75 still goes through there. That's another option for you as well. And then if I were to go left, it'd take me out to Las Colinas, Arlington. Maybe if I'm going to catch a Texas Ranger game or something like that, I'd take the road here. But yeah, this is what the George Bush bridges look like throughout here. If you notice, now the pavement is gray, a little bit smoother than those roads that are down in Dallas. And then the shoulder now is an easier shoulder in case you break down, in case you run out of gas, or something goes wrong, which is like a little bit nicer of a thought to think about. I don't know, it's just, when you get on the tollway, you gotta really make sure you're, guys, and do the inspection on your cars, all right? Do the inspection. Don't wait, all right? There's all these cars around here driving with like a year expired tags, which just doesn't make sense to me. Get your car inspected, because that's how you figure out what's wrong with your car, and then you figure out what's wrong with your car, and then you won't break down on the tollway. I digress. On this left side is Willow Bend. That's a smaller mall. During the pandemic, a lot of shops actually came out of there and left. I think it's gotten a little bit better. More shops, more retail has gone in there. There's more people going to that mall, but for a minute there, it was like no one. A lot of places were like no one, but that was like the shops had all disappeared too. It really felt vacant. Alright, so far we spent about $4 to $5 on the tollway. Probably in a year from now, that's going to change. Probably be about $10 to travel on the tollway by then. And then we're getting into the Plano area. And then you'll start to see kind of the outline of Plano in the skyscrapers. The Liberty Mutual building, 12, which is level 12, which is a huge condo, huge apartment place. Another condo place you'll see in there. You'll see some of the apartments along the Shops of Legacy as well. On this right side, they got the Cinemark. They got some other shopping. They got some restaurants along here. Whiskey King. That's a well-known restaurant, as well as Chewy's. I feel like everyone knows Chewy's. You guys know Chewy's? Maybe not. Is Chewy's just a Texas thing? Might just be a Texas thing. Not bad. Chewy's is good. It's like a Mexican restaurant. It's not like a Mexican. Well, is it like? It's like a Mexican restaurant when it's in Texas, right? Because if it was a Mexican restaurant, it would be in Mexico. So it's like a Mexican. Anyways, all right, this is the Spring Creek exit. This is also the exit if you want to take. If you don't want to take the Legacy exit because it's a little bit hectic at times, Spring Creek exit's easy. Take a left and then get on to like the back side of Communications, and then you won't be in the traffic. So that's a quick little tip for you if you're not wanting to travel on Legacy. You go down to Communications on this side. You can kind of travel the back side of Legacy and get into those parking garages. The parking garages that are along the tollway are always going to be filled up, but the parking garages that are on the back side along Communications, not so much. You don't have to like wait in a long line around there. But yeah, here's the Legacy exit, and then we're going under Tennyson Parkway. A lot of businesses are stationed around here, a lot of headquarters. They have the Renaissance Hotel, which is a really big hotel, really nice place, also at Legacy West. And then the Sam Rayburn Tollway is coming up. That exit, if I went right, would take me out to McKinney, back towards 75, out towards where I just did my last tour, over at the Trinity Falls area. Go check out that neighborhood if you're thinking about the McKinney area. Then if I went left, take me out to like the DFW Airport, take me out to Grapevine, Flower Mound, those areas, Westlake. And then now I'm going to take the exit for the mall, which is here. This is Warren Parkway. So this is kind of, I'll show you the way I go to the mall. So what I actually do is, instead of getting up on like Gaylord and Warren and these roads, I'll actually take these side roads, kind of this back way. Typically, there's not like a forklift thing here to be in my way, so it's a little bit quicker. They're getting rid of all the Winter Wonderland stuff they just did in here. But yeah, I'll go through this back way because on those other roads, there's a lot of people driving, and it's just kind of annoying. But through here, it's kind of the back way, quieter way. And here, so they have an IKEA on this side. They got some other furniture stores. Also, Nebraska Furniture Mart is not too far away as well. So IKEA, Nebraska Furniture Mart, a whole Ashley's furniture store, all that stuff is along 121. We're kind of on the quiet side of the mall, and kind of, in a way, you kind of snuck in, because the other ways, you're either coming in from a light or you got to wait in a line. But this is kind of the secret area. All right, and then this, let me take it to the main spot, drive you guys through there, and I'll take you back around. Right now they have a not really Circus Soleil, but it's like a Circus Soleil. It's like a Circus O, you know? Like, it's like a half Circus Soleil. They come like once a year around this time, and they'll be here for a month. Don't know how much it is for tickets. I want to say it's like 25 to 35, depending on if you're an adult. Alcatraz, yes, Cirque Alcatraz. So it is like a Circus Soleil. It's not as big. On this right is the parking garage, and then up above is the parking that goes up to the second floor of the mall. Here's that Forever 21. Way back in the day, like I said, used to be an ice hockey rink. Rest in peace, Stonebriar Ice. And then yeah, here's like the main entrance. Some people come in through like the Nordstrom side, but since this mall is kind of stretched like a line, people typically like to park in the middle. That way they can go right or left when they walk in. If you park at the end of the mall and you want to get to like the other side, you're gonna be walking the whole thing, and that's kind of annoying. So most people park. And then there's restaurants along the perimeter of it, other shops too. So if you're wanting to do like fast food or other retail, other like boutique shops, they have like a Sand Moon, some other things, some cookout patio flooring stores as well. And here's the Macy's on the left side, and then if I went right here, it'd take me to Preston, and then Preston could take me all the way down to Dallas. I've talked about that in my videos. It could also take me down around the Northpark area. And then yeah, that's kind of just the perimeter of the Stonebriar Mall. and what they offer. They have a whole bunch of stuff, Dick's, Nordstrom, not as expensive bougie type shopping, but they do have a lot of shops in there. It is really popular. And then they also put in a Hyatt to Regency Hotel as well. And then straight ahead is the Embassy Suites over by the Dr. Pepper ballpark where I kind of turned in. Also where the Stars headquarters is, the Dallas Stars headquarters. So there's also an ice rink over there. So if you're into ice skating or anything like that and you want to do that during the winter time, that's a good area to go to. But that's going to do it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching another driving tour. Got a lot of you guys coming in. Comment down below any other areas you want me to go tour. If you want to go see some other neighborhoods, if you're seeing anything that you want on like new construction, anything like that. Appreciate you guys watching. Text me, Dallas, if you're moving out here, if you have any interest, if you're looking at anything in the DFW area. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace. Take it easy. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.